I was fired for poor performance after my car accident. 6 months later, I received a call that changed everything. Last February, a drunk driver T-boned my car on my way home. I survived, but with a traumatic brain injury, spending 3 weeks in the hospital and months in rehabilitation. My memory was spotty, my speech sometimes slurred, and I struggled with basic tasks I'd previously mastered. Still, doctors were optimistic about my recovery if I followed their treatment plan, which included reduced work hours. I'd been a top-performing marketing manager at Web Industries for 7 years. When I returned to work on restricted hours, my boss Mike seemed understanding at first. However, his attitude shifted when my recovery took longer than expected. "We need people who can keep up," he'd say. "The team is carrying your weight," though my neurologist confirmed I was making excellent progress. Mike grew increasingly impatient with my accommodations. 4 months after my accident, I was called into performance expectations. I was devastated. My medical bills were mounting and I'd lost my income and insurance when I needed them most. I filed for unemployment and took a part-time job at a local bookstore while continuing therapy. Then last week, my phone rang with an unknown number. "This is Patricia Reynolds, General Exthig at Web Industries," the voice said. "I'd like to discuss your termination." It turned out Web's legal department had discovered emails between Mike and my colleagues, revealing he'd been documenting performance issues that didn't exist and instructing team members to exclude me from meetings to create a paper trail for firing me. He'd never submitted my medical documentation to HR or engaged in the legally required interactive process for accommodations. Patricia explained that Web had placed Mike on administrative leave pending investigation and wanted to offer me my position back with back pay, improved accommodations, and coverage of all medical expenses since my termination. "Your accident wasn't a blessing," Patricia said, "but it exposed a toxic manager who had been creating hostile work environments for years. I start back next week, working remotely 3 days a week. An accommodation Mike had claimed was impossible. Sometimes injustice is corrected in the most unexpected ways."